What happens if a nonprofit can't pay its debts? Have you ever wondered what happens when a nonprofit organization finds itself unable to pay its debts? It's a tough situation, and the steps taken can have a big impact on the organization's future. When a nonprofit faces financial trouble, the board of directors must first assess the financial health of the organization. They need to explore all possible options before considering more drastic measures like bankruptcy or dissolution. If the nonprofit cannot meet its obligations with the assets it has or through negotiations, bankruptcy may be the next step. Bankruptcy is a legal process that allows the organization to manage its debts under the supervision of a court. Unlike individuals, nonprofits do not have exemptions for their assets. However, they must keep track of any restricted funds that cannot be used to pay creditors. Before heading down the bankruptcy path, the board usually tries to resolve debts through negotiation or settlement. These methods can help avoid bankruptcy and its complications. If these attempts do not succeed, the board may decide to formally dissolve the nonprofit. This process involves creating a detailed plan that outlines how debts will be settled and how any remaining assets will be distributed. Dissolution requires several steps. First, the board must hold a vote to approve the dissolution according to the nonprofit's governing documents. Next, they need to develop a formal plan that explains how they will pay off liabilities and distribute assets. Settling all debts is essential, which may involve using available cash or selling assets. The nonprofit must also notify state agencies, such as the Secretary of State and possibly the Attorney General, and file the necessary documents for dissolution. Additionally, final tax returns must be filed with the Internal Revenue Service. If the nonprofit cannot pay its debts and does not have enough assets, bankruptcy might be the best option. This process ensures an orderly resolution of liabilities. Bankruptcy requires a detailed disclosure of assets, liabilities, income, expenses, and contracts. It also involves court oversight to protect the rights of creditors while allowing the nonprofit to wind down its operations. In summary, when a nonprofit cannot pay its debts, it must consider negotiation and settlement options first. If those fail, it may need to dissolve with a clear plan for paying creditors and distributing assets. If all else fails, bankruptcy can provide a structured way to manage financial obligations under legal supervision. Each of these paths is governed by federal and state laws to ensure that debts are handled properly and that restricted funds are protected.